Hello and welcome to my channel. I am San D Fang, and today I want to tell you about a very controversial topic nowadays, or a revolution for the future, which is AI. Topic is AI assisted writing. So it's pretty controversial in the writing industry. Okay, not writing industry, but basically in the, what can I say, in writing itself. AI is could be used to generate anything very fast, and thus the process of writing becomes pretty insignificant according to many, but though I don't believe it really becomes insignificant. And that's the exact reason why writers generally go against AI. Now, I want to tell you a truth about what really happens, why people react like that. Even though I cannot tell you the full truth, but I can at least tell the general one. Firstly, you need to know that the AI generated writing, and when I mean AI generated, I mean pure AI generated writing. So what that means is you can just prompt to AI, write me an article. Write me an article on this topic. Write me an article that will have this and this. Yeah. So it will have global warming, plus it will also tell me about environment, solutions to global warming. So if you type it, it's good for the academics part. Yeah, for academics part, if you just want an article, AI generated ones are good. Let me be clear. But well, that's definitely for something, such topics which are known. Now, global warming is a pretty known topic. Yeah. Now, just question yourself. What are your perspectives on global warming? If you have your perspectives, it needs to be reflected. And AI alone can never do that. This is exactly the reason why people are hating AI. Because AI itself can never come up with its own perspectives, just like we can. Also, it's also evolving, so we cannot really say that it cannot come up with perspectives. Probably in the future it can. But generally speaking, our perspectives are getting lost. We are losing our ability to think. This is exactly the issue with AI nowadays. And yeah, I have to agree that this is true. If you fully rely on AI, you are obviously sacrificing the ability of thinking. And let me just say, for academics is fine. But if you want to write on something somewhere like Medium, or an article which you are going to share with the public, it will be considered generic. Some academic article like this. If you want to publish articles, you need to at least have some, you have to share your own perspectives. It could be the same thing, but it's just gonna be your perspective. Like, for example, if you wanna share about the known topic itself, you have to share, how it happens. It could be anything, but you have to kind of share it in your own way. How you understood it. How you understood global warming by your own experience or something like that. So this is what is called the human part of writing. And that is the exact part which AI can never bring. So well, that's the exact thing. Now, talking about AI assisted writing, many people get it wrong again. AI generated and AI assisted. Pure AI generated and AI assisted. There is a big difference between these two. AI assisted writing, I feel, is the best collaboration probably with humans and AI. Okay, now first of all, before jumping into that, I will talk about pure human written article. Alright, now according to my belief, I feel if you are a professional writer, you are already having the talent to write, so you should be proud of your skills, that you can actually turn your visions. You have the best connection with your visions. You can write it in your own style. You have got the full freedom about with your article, right? And that also means you can bring out your own perspectives. So that can only happen if you are at least a bit experienced, or at least know how to write. I mean, not just write, I mean write in a pretty professional way, plus with good editing skills and a lot of experience and training. And honestly, but that doesn't mean it will be the best. No, it can never be. Or it could be best, but it can never be said as best. It could be or it could not be. So why I'm saying this? Because obviously humans has flaws. Like there are going to be some parts which are going to be messy. But again, that messy part is exactly what makes us human. But that doesn't mean anything is perfect, not even the AI assisted ones. Okay, now coming to the AI assisted ones, I would say it's not like you prompting AI to write me an article. AI assisted actually differs a lot from AI generated. In this case, what you do, for example, you are not a writer, or you probably can write, but you are not a professional. I mean, just think about it. We all are normal human beings who may not be good writers. We can be average in skills. We can just probably write, yeah. We can definitely write. It's not like we can't write. We can. But it could not be the most polished or maybe the most edited version ever. Or the most professional, the way of presentation. It probably could be that it probably could maybe not match the level of a professional. I mean, obviously, someone with 10 years of experience would write it better than us and will have the good polish and presentation skill that will easily surpass us. So yeah. But the one thing that we have is our thoughts. Even it also goes for fictions, not only articles. Fictions too. In fictions, where does fiction comes from? It comes from our imaginations. It doesn't come from writing. Writing is the way of reflecting the thoughts in the form of fiction. Exactly, kind of like writing. Writing feels like you are just kind of going on using your muscle power. You're gonna show your muscles. Ha, no. In general though, the imagination is our muscle. First, it's our imagination that helps us to create. Writing is just checking our energy. Obviously I'm not mocking because I used to write too. So yeah, but with AI, you are not gonna have to use your physical muscles. You just have to use your psychic powers, kind of like Pokemons. You have to use your aura power. Oh, sorry. You need to use the power of your brain to write. That's exactly what I call brain power. Alright. So that's exactly the thing that gives us Super Saiyajin energy to write. But just wait, you don't need Super Saiyajin power to write. You can really go to AI and tell, and you can just present your ideas like, hey, I wanna write and I have got these ideas. Okay, just use your voice note and tell, see, here I had an idea about this, and like I know, like for example, pick a topic like a fiction. So you can just say that I've got an idea like this, I'm gonna build a world which will have this and that and that. Okay, now I cannot really tell you like this, but basically what you're gonna do is you just have to take a mic and tell all your thoughts, just like I am doing in my YouTube video, and you can paste that entire thoughts on AI, and you will see, you just tell it to make an article based on the thoughts, and it will make you an article. So that's exactly which is called AI assisted writing, meaning you will write the messy article or messy draft, whatever it is. And after making that messy thing without caring about structure or grammar, just put that chaos into the machine and it will use Super Saiyajin 4 power to turn it into something like a what can I say, an engaging article. Yeah, and it will be engaging for you because you will get all your thoughts reflected on AI. But again, you need to check it very carefully. You will find your thoughts structured, your chaos will be structured into structured article, a polished version, and a pretty easy to follow article. It will be your chaotic thoughts that you actually said in your text to speech, which is converted into a readable article and in lesser time. See, you can speak in lesser time and you can just tell AI to create the article for you, meaning you don't have to waste your time editing. Also, I'm not telling editing is a waste of time, editing yourself. It's a pretty good thing if you can do it yourself. Actually, that's a talent. But if you want to save your time, I feel AI assistance is like the best way to do that. Also, it's not really the fact that you should hate AI assistance of being lazy. AI assistance is basically a shortcut to shorten the process of editing. Right. And that's exactly the reason I feel it should rather be respected, because you are kind of doing the smart work by reducing the time, reducing the effort. You're just focusing on getting your thoughts out as fast as possible and doing things faster, meaning you can give more time to your imaginations. And because what I've seen is when you try to write everything yourself along with doing the polish, some of your imaginations are already lost and you're just stuck. I mean, after releasing the article, I feel like, well, I probably had to say something like this and I probably missed it out. Why this happens? Because at times our brains work faster than we type or faster than we write. So that's the exact reason why the imagination part could actually be conserved, and it can even be better for some writers, I feel. For some of you, it could be a better way. I mean, especially the ones whose brains have more ideas than you can actually write. You probably won't have the energy, but you have the thoughts on your brains. So just see, it's a pretty advantageous process for them. Not for all though. If you prefer writing everything, editing everything yourself, again I'm saying, use your own skills. No one is telling you to use AI assistance. But rather I'd say AI assistance is the future. And I will, in that future, when AI is gonna become the trend, almost everyone will use AI assistance writing. And I can at least break this because I can at least tell that that's where the future is going. And again, there will be a time when we probably have to give lesser output and AI could be having more creativity. But again, we shouldn't let AI surpass our imaginations. We need to keep our imaginations as priority and do collaboration with AI. I mean, we both should be equal. I feel this should be the case. We are allies. We work together. It's not like AI is gonna be helping us. It's gonna be we and AI helping each other. Like, we're gonna work together to make something better. It's our chaos and AI is gonna turn it into a structure. I feel that's like the best combination, and in my heterogeneity and balance principle, it works very well. So anyways, thanks if you watched the video, and I would really like to hear your thoughts on this matter. Okay, don't be hesitant to comment. Even if you are probably wanting to debate, feel free to do so in the comments. We'll see you all in the next video.